Sometimes karma doesn't wait for tomorrow. Sometimes it arrives before the sun even rises. Picture this, a sleek executive boardroom at dawn, the city still dark outside floor-to-ceiling windows, and a man being escorted out clutching a cardboard box filled with the remnants of his career. His hands are shaking, his face is pale, and somewhere across town, a woman he disrespected just 8 hours ago is sipping her morning coffee, completely unbothered. This is the story of Marcus Chen, a senior VP at one of the most prestigious tech investment firms in the country. He had the reputation, the connections, the tailored suits that cost more than most people's monthly rent. Tonight was supposed to be his night, the annual Global Tech Summit Gala, where billion-dollar deals get made over champagne and handshakes. Marcus walked into that ballroom like he owned it, working the room with practiced charm, his smile sharp as a knife. Then he met Diane Morrison. She was elegant, poised, standing in a circle of industry players in a stunning gown that commanded attention. When someone introduced them, she extended her hand professionally, warmly even. Marcus looked at her hand. He looked at her face. And then he simply turned away with barely a nod, muttering something dismissive about hotel staff mixing with guests. The group went silent. Awkward glances were exchanged. They knew something Marcus didn't. Something that would cost him everything. But before we reveal what happened next, if you believe respect costs nothing but means everything, comment, respect matters, below and hit that like button. Your engagement helps us share stories that need to be told. Because what Marcus didn't know in that moment would destroy his career before breakfast. Diane didn't flinch. She simply smiled, excused herself gracefully and walked away like nothing happened. But watch her move through that ballroom now. Every major player in tech stops to greet her. CEOs lean in to hear her speak. Politicians shake her hand with genuine warmth. Billionaire investors treat her like royalty. Marcus is across the room, oblivious, still networking, still smiling that sharp smile. Then the reveal hits like a freight train. The business cards people keep handing Diane all say the same thing. Diane Morrison, CEO of Morrison Quantum Systems, not just any CEO. She runs the largest tech investment fund in the entire country. She's not attending this summit. She's the keynote speaker. She's the primary sponsor. She controls billions with a single signature. And here's what makes your stomach drop. Marcus's firm has been desperately chasing Morrison Quantum's investment for months. Their entire AI venture depends on it. His boss has been begging for a meeting. This deal isn't just important, it's survival. Diane takes the stage for her keynote. Her voice fills the room as she speaks about integrity, respect, and who truly deserves a seat at the table. Every word lands with weight. After the speech, she requests a private word with Marcus's CEO. She's calm, professional. She shows him security footage from earlier that evening. Ballroom cameras caught everything. Every dismissive glance, every cruel assumption. She never raises her voice. She simply says she cannot invest in a company whose leadership reflects values contrary to her own. 11 p.m., Marcus gets called to an emergency meeting. Midnight, he learns Morrison Quantum has withdrawn all investment consideration. 3 a.m., emergency board meeting convenes. 5:47 a.m., just before sunrise, Marcus walks out forever, his career in that cardboard box. The investment Marcus lost didn't disappear. Morrison Quantum gave that $250 million to his competitor instead. That firm is thriving now. Marcus's former company is barely surviving. He tried rebuilding his career, making calls, reaching out to old contacts, but doors that once opened easily now stayed closed. Diane Morrison's influence reaches further than he ever imagined, and word travels fast in small circles. She never badmouthed him publicly. She didn't need to. His actions spoke loudly enough to the people who mattered. Here's the truth that haunts this story. Power isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's quiet, dignified, and absolutely decisive. Diane didn't seek revenge. She didn't plot his downfall. She simply chose not to reward disrespect with opportunity. That's the kind of power that changes everything. Think about how often prejudice hides in professional settings, in subtle gestures, in a handshake refused. Marcus saw a black woman and made an assumption that cost him more than he could fathom. One moment of disrespect unraveled years of career building. Diane Morrison showed us something profound. True power is knowing when to use it and using it to draw lines that should never be crossed. In a world where everyone fights to climb higher, respect remains the ladder everyone deserves to use. So what would you have done in Diane's position? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more stories about justice, karma, and standing up for what's right. And if you commented respect matters earlier, thank you for being part of this community. Because some lessons are learned too late, but some stories need to be told right now.